It's about to get freaky. Let's get 'em.
The girls that hover on me, they usually hit the girl like you. Big booty wild like a tree, tight ass jean, what's your name, mommy? Just come to see me in the VIP, I can buy you a drink. Your party starts right now, bring your girls from around, all the drinks on me. Be my girl, girl, be my ride or die, it's not about the money. Cause you a real one, you a real diamond, all I wanna find me.
Cuando quieres y no tienes, mi boom boom viene soledad. Cuando quieres y no tienes, mi boom boom viene soledad.
Bad girl, tell me bang you handsome. Your pussy tight, let me try it one night, then we done. Oh, roof, roof, when I ride over your poom poom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Shorty wanna flex with the stugger one. We not sip champagne, now we sip rum. My ex-bitch had some big buns. So my new chick got bigger ones. With my main one jam, I got a side piece. With a deep neck, like wild geese. She vegetarian, I feed her raw meat. Still spending old money, call it dry cheese. Shorty want a big money spender, so she put my name in her agenda. True, she wanna have my baby, call her Brenda. I give her mine, bold dog, no surrender.
Cuando quieres y no tienes, mi boom boom viene soledad. Cuando quieres y no tienes, mi boom boom viene soledad. Cuando quieres y no tienes, mi boom boom viene soledad. Cuando quieres y no tienes, mi boom boom viene soledad.
Here we go. Back it up. Drum play. Ladies. One, two, three.
Cuando quieres y no tienes, mi boom boom viene soledad. Cuando quieres y no tienes, mi boom boom viene soledad.
Mic check. you do, people? Give me a sec. I'm still tweeting. Oh, shada. We are live. There we go. Welcome to Club Shada episode. That fade out was not sexy at all. I'm not a DJ. Yeah. Welcome to Club Shada episode number 81. I can't believe that it's been since March and we are already at 81 episodes, and every few episodes I bring you a guest, and I don't just talk alone for hours. I mean, I love to talk. I guess I was probably a queen. I was either a queen or I was part of a book club, and I was a woman in another life, probably. Who knows? Anyway, like I was saying, every now and then, and I should do it more often. I bring a friend, and I happen to have done a great song. I don't know if you heard them already, but it's an amazing song. It's called Soledad, and we're playing the song, and then we were talking together, me and her, and I was like, yo, you should come to the show. And she was like, sure. So hey, when people say sure, then I guess they just come to the show. So without further ado, and let's just get into it. This show is brought to you by, wait a minute, I'm coming back to you. This show is brought to you by Shada. Everybody make some noise for RLynda.
What's up, everybody? Hello, good evening. How y'all doing?
So RLynda
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. RLynda is joining us from Miami. So it is here almost, it's midnight, 40 minutes past midnight in Portugal. What time is it in Miami?
In Miami, it is 7:40 in the afternoon.
7:40.
Yeah.
Nice. What it do, Mr. Master Electronic? Welcome home. What it do, Bruno? How are you, brother? Hello, Patty. Master Electronic. What is it? Hello, Queen Jujuzinha. Welcome home. Hello, Dalia Show. Welcome home. Nadia, you're not late today.
You have
like
regulars in here.
Yeah. What it up, Ayrton? Welcome home. What up, Filio? What up, son? What up, Mike? How are you, brother? I hope you're fine. Hey, Lily Spencer, how are you? Happy birthday to you.
I haven't seen Lily in a long time. Happy birthday, girl.
Happy birthday, Lily. Everybody put some hearts in the chat for Lily. That's her birthday. Yay.
There's one for you right here.
What do you do, Mashki Zomba?
What's up, Mashki Zomba? It's been a minute.
Yeah, long time you didn't put a video in there.
I know, I need to do one.
You do.
Yes.
What up, Ralphie? So to explain to you how Club Shada.
What's up? Oh my God, I know a lot of people.
There you home. Welcome home. So
yes.
And this is how Club Shada works. The first 30 minutes usually is the intro. We just saying hello.
Hello.
Thank you, Master Electronic, for 60 crowns. I don't know how you say in Sweden, but thank you so much for supporting. So Ralphie Tanazona, yeah, we here. Hello, RLynda. Welcome to Club Shada. What it do, Elise boys?
Hello, Nadia.
Malcolm Beats, back from the hospital.
Malcolm,
how are you,
what's
brother?
up? Hope you're better.
Malcolm just survived a crazy
The
COVID. He
COVID.
was
Yes, I saw it. I saw
he's
it.
he's a celebrity now. He's getting death threat from people telling him he's been paid by the government, etc. All the hearts for Lily.
Delia.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh my God.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Lily, everybody. Happy birthday, Lily. This is how we do.
I see. I
What up,
see.
DJ IT? What up, what up, what up, what up, brother? So how you want to start? Do you want to talk about, you know what, you know how we're going to start? We're going to start
Yes.
about how long do we know each other?
Oh my goodness, Lord.
Do we do we know each other
We
like
know each other for almost 9 years now, but
thank you so much, Mike.
we only actually met each other 7 years ago in Amsterdam.
Yeah, because
Before
we
that, we knew each other because of
online.
online. Yes, and then we start talking, trading ideas, music ideas, whatever. But we only met each other in Amsterdam in 2014. Yes.
Yes, because we actually have one song on a Margie compilation that I believe I own the publishing. So
Yes.
that's when I first.
Exactly.
know.
Exactly.
Thank you, son.
That's when
That's
we
true. That was
first
my
got
birthday.
connected. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And we met in Amsterdam. We actually had we just got a drink together in Amsterdam, or did we eat somewhere?
No, we
I
did.
think we
did eat.
went to eat to this it's Asian thing.
Yes.
I think.
Salmon salad and something else. I don't remember whatever. But it was at the
That was great.
Amsterdam station. Remember?
Yeah. What
I
up,
was
brother
there on
Philip?
October, and you
Yeah,
were
it was.
you were going to do a show, so you were catching the train in Amsterdam to another city. Yeah. Mhm.
And you were flying in and flying out on the next day.
Yes. Yeah, I was flying in. And I was there that night, and then I left the next morning, so I couldn't go see your show because it was so far, and
Yeah,
I was
you
afraid
you
I
didn't want to
would
miss.
my flight. I'm
Team
still here in the
Aquarius.
same company, so it was a good idea.
You see, because so RLynda does so many things. She's
Oh my
she's
God.
so I'm without order of importance. She's a
You're just
singer.
gonna say
She's a singer.
yes.
She's a rapper as well. I heard a song. She's a stylist. She owns her own brand and store in Portugal.
Yes.
She's also a flight attendant.
Yes.
She actually works for me because I own shares of Delta.
Yes, boss.
There you go. I didn't sell them yet. I'm gonna buy more actually.
No. They going up.
And I guess she's also a mother.
A mother, yeah, number one.
mother.
Yes. Yes.
Number one mother, 2 kids, I guess.
Yes, too.
And she's been you've actually been in the music for a long time, because if I
Yeah.
remember well, you live in Miami now, but
Yes.
when I knew you lived in Rhode Island
Yeah, Boston.
or Boston, okay, Massachusetts. Then but before that you used to live in Portugal.
Yes, my career started when I was like 17, almost 18, in
Okay.
Portugal as a dancer. So I was a dancer.
Oh,
Yeah, the reason I was well connected when I
Okay.
decided to sing. It was because I was a dancer. I started dancing with I had my own little group back in the days called Kanawa. It was me, my brother, and two of our friends. So we had our first. It was a band, a boys and girl band back in the days.
But just
yes.
dancing?
No, I used to sing too. I used to sing with the boys band, but then the boys band
Okay.
kind of like went, separate ways, and I started actually dancing.
But that was
I
in
danced
Portugal.
with a lot of legends actually.
Okay.
Paulo Flores, Eduardo Paim, Bonga,
What?
Ana. Yes, Don Kikas. I mean, all of that stuff.
Wait a
Remember,
minute.
Rosa Baila from Eduardo País. That was me.
There's a video?
Yes.
I'm going to YouTube.
Tosse
After-
Medo, like I did Tosse Medo first video of his own life as an artist.
You were the model?
I was like 18. You can check it online. It's all in the audience.
Wow.
You
What's the
didn't
name
know
of the
that?
song? I didn't know. I didn't know. All I know you. Actually, all I know you. I mean, now we're friends for a long time now. But before that, I only knew you from all the guy crying because you broke their heart.
Well, I got some of those in the day of my
I got
life.
some of those. Like, I got some of those toys.
Well, I didn't mean to, but I broke some hearts. I confess,
Oh my God. These
But what
men
matters
today.
was the intention. The intention was never to break anybody's heart. But hey, I did.
Mhm.
Yeah, along the way.
What did you,
yeah.
Joel?
Hmm?
So you started as a dancer and a model.
Yes, dancer and model. I was doing beauty pageants, all of that stuff because I was really pretty. My only bad thing it was.
Why you
that I
saying was?
short. Huh?
What do you say was?
Oh yeah, okay. I am really pretty. Thank you.
Okay.
So, but I was really, really pretty when I was 18. So, and then I started dancing. I even danced with really famous Portuguese singers like Emmanuel. You know Emmanuel?
I know. At that time, I didn't.
You ever heard of Pimba?
You are in some
song?
Pimba videos? Yeah.
Yes.
Wait,
If you Google
what is
me,
the
you
name?
will find me. You
What
will
is the
find me
name?
Some of those.
What is the name? Emmanuel? That's it?
Emmanuel, se elas querem abraço ou beijinho, nós Pimba, nós Pimba.
What's the name of the song?
Pimba.
Is Pimba the name of the song?
Yes, Pimba.
Pimba Pimba? That's no. That's
Well, actually put this one. Vamos a elas, Emmanuel.
Vamos a elas. Found
Emmanuel,
it.
you're gonna see me looking like we did an Adam and Eve thing. It's too funny. I still
Oh my God.
crack up every day when I watch that video. I don't watch it every day, but
Oh,
when
no,
I
I
do,
didn't see. It's not the video. I didn't find. Wait.
you will find it. It's in there.
Emmanuel.
I work with
Vamos.
Ana Malhoa, José Malhoa, all of the Portuguese big icons of Lisbon. I was quite famous back in the days. In there.
That's 97, right?
Yes, You're gonna
Wait a
see
minute.
me in there like
Wait a minute.
exactly.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is this? Wait a minute.
That's Adam, and I'm the Eve. Just let it go a little bit. You're gonna see me. Of course they have some other scenes, but yeah, you're gonna see me in a minute. That's me.
What is this? Wait a minute. That's oh my God. Oh my God.
Did you see me?
Oh my! I'm seeing you right now.
Try to bite me.
Oh my God. Okay, what else? What else? I want more. I want more.
Oh my God, that is too funny.
So what else did you do?
Do you want to see me on put Eduardo Paim? Is it gostoso, boa zona, uma coisa assim? Eduardo Paim,
Rosa Baila, saudade.
Boazuda Eduardo Paim.
Boa
Boazuda.
Azuda.
Ai,
I didn't know you did all this. Oh my God! Look at you! What?
yeah, that's me.
Oh my God!
Oh my God. Look at me.
Look at you modeling.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Shit.
that hair.
Okay. Okay. So how old are you? That's what. That's the what?
18.
98.
Yeah, 18,
Oh, so-
18, 19.
So you've been in the music industry forever.
Forever.
Pretty.
For a long time. Yes.
How many people try
Holding
to
it
marry
down.
you?
Huh?
How many people try to marry you? All of them.
A few.
Wow.
Yeah.
The-
Toss me the first video. We were still in school back then, and I did Desculpando. That was his
But you
first
didn't-
video.
You didn't really change.
That's the thing. People say that I kind of look, I can see the change because, it's me. But people say that I look very much alike still.
Yeah. you
Of course,
just
right
do.
there was no makeup, no hair done.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
My own clothes. I sew my own clothes and dance with it or whatever. But yeah,
My wife is laughing.
it's dialyzed. You can laugh. It's funny.
So, what else? What else? The Tostimedo one. I want to see it.
Toss me the Desculpando. That was his first single of his whole career. Like we were in school.
For
I actually
real?
got mad with my
Oh,
boyfriend
that's you here.
at the time. Yes, to go do that video. That's Anani is one of our friends too. Yeah, that's story.
Wait,
History
can we
right
talk
there.
about To's haircuts?
He was so green.
Wait a minute.
He was-
That's you there?
Yeah, and I still ask today what I was doing with that umbrella, but I guess it was the thing. I don't know what I was doing
Rihanna
with
copied
the
you.
umbrella. Huh?
Rihanna copied you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is just
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, those are some of the ones I did back in the days,
Wow.
And there's more. There's
Yeah, and now you have your own. You have
yeah.
your own.
And then when
You have your
then
own videos.
what happened was,
For those, so for everybody, you can go follow her on YouTube. One of my, of course, you are on C4's Pedro and me video.
Yes.
Mutareya.
collaboration. Yeah,
You are this
Mutareya.
one. You also have it's Adosa Mash, my favorite. Which one is the one in
That's
the pool?
the one. That's
No,
the
it's
one that doesn't matter. Huh?
in the pool. No, it's
In the pool is the
Janon.
Janon Cop. The Dosamize is the one in pink right there. Yeah,
yeah.
that's
This
the
this
pool
video
one.
is nice. This I
Yeah,
really love the
very good.
concept of all you girls in the pool. Like, yeah, it's a very nice video.
Yeah. One movie did the video, but I always
Yeah.
have these ideas. I'm very creative when it comes to image, and then
Mm-hmm.
I know what I want, and they were really good at putting it together for me. So yeah, it was a good team when we worked.
Yeah,
We
nice.
worked together.
So you never released any albums? No, wait. Let's continue back in the 90s.
So back in the days, then so I basically worked a good almost like let's say from 17 until I was like 24, and I became a
Okay.
go-go dancer. Nós pimba exatamente, Ralph. I became a go-go dancer, dancing. Going to with. I mean, we did so much stuff. I used to do cruises. We used to do all types of work with this company called Fly Dancers.
Okay, so you
That was very famous at the time. We were like the best dancers in the country. And then I
In
decided
Portugal.
to stop. In Portugal.
in Portugal.
Yes.
Her
Yes,
name
I
is
decided to
RLynda.
stop because I was, what's her name? RLynda. Because I was tired of the industry and I wanted to I wanted to evolve, but I couldn't. I didn't. I was afraid to sing. I was afraid to sing because I was too young, and then so at that moment I decided I just want to quit.
Okay.
And then I met my ex-husband, and I got married, and I put my career, my dreams on hold for 10 years.
Wow.
Had the babies, yes. 10 years I did nothing, but I decided to focus on fashion. So that's when I
Okay.
opened my own brand. At that time,
Okay.
I was living in Indianapolis, Indiana, in the U.S.
Okay.
So I opened my own brand, and that started going really well. So I kind of left the music on the side for
Okay.
10 years.
Wow.
And then the little itchy start again. And I was
Mm.
like, I can't promote my fashion through music. And that was what I really, really wanted to, it's like that thing that was inside me. I love the stage. I love dancing, singing, being on, just that
Yeah.
entertainment industry.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to go back to, while I was in Boston, actually, I moved from Indianapolis to Boston. And then I met Mark G.
Yeah.
And then that's
Oh,
when
boy.
everything started. Yeah. I decided I
Excuse-
wanted to create a girls band.
Excuse me. Just pause. Just pause here.
Okay.
I just wanna look at this. I didn't even see that you had a bone. You had a bone.
I had
a
a
bone
bone
on
in
your
my head. That's supposed to be Eve, okay? That's Adam and Eve.
What the hell were you thinking? But
I don't know. It wasn't me. It was them. I'm never gonna
Oh
get
my
away
God.
from this now. You're gonna laugh at me every time you see me.
Wait a
You're
minute.
like that bone. You're missing the bone.
When I go to Miami, I'll come with a bone. I'll be like, hey.
I don't
Oh,
know. I might need this fashion again.
go ahead.
So where I was, so I met Mark G in Boston, and I decided to start
amazing
doing
musician.
music again. Yes, Mark G is like a blessing in my life. He's the one that really believes me when nobody else would. So I decided to create a girls band because that was also, one of
Oh
my
yeah,
dreams.
that's true. The girls band.
Criolla.
Criolas. I remember.
Yes.
I think I
Yes.
owned the publishing of this song as well.
Yeah, that song, exactly.
Because at that
So,
time, Mark G was
yeah,
signed to Sushiro Publishing.
Parado na Bo, lembras? Basta
Parado na Bo, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Na, 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 na. So I got 3 girls, and I invest a whole bunch of money in the project, but girls are like girls. I'm like, what the, like
Trust me.
girls can't. The project failed because we were like, it was really working. Cape Verde was loving us. That first song was amazing. We were already booking. Our first show was with like a brand name, like with Charbel on 4th of July in this big
Okay.
club. But girls are always gonna be girls, especially when there's a girl that is the boss of the girls,
Oh,
which was me. Which makes sense because I was the one that invested the whole money. They did nothing but show up to sing,
okay. Mhm.
But then once they start feeling like a little bit of like celebrity status on it,
The
now they
same
wanted to make all the
story.
decisions. Yeah,
The
now they
same
story all the time.
story. All the
Now they
time, the same
wanted to
story.
make decisions and kick me out the main decision person, and I'm like, yo, I know that we all the same as singers and performers, but I'm the owner of the project.
So
And
you
I
were the
always had
executive
this
producer
design.
of
Exactly.
Criolla.
I put,
Wow.
I spent all of my tax money that year on that thing, like $7,000 something. But hey,
Wow.
long story short, Criollas were done in less than 3-4 months. um,
I also participated in the song with RLynda. Nice.
exactly, Ralph. Yes, that's true. And you remember all of this stuff too. And then I stayed with Mark G, and I said, Mark, I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna keep going. So he's like, let's do this. We did one song, two songs, and then we kept going. Then I went to Portugal, and then I started, working my connections or whatever, and start working, making one more song, and
What up,
yeah.
PNP? Wow, amazing. And so where would you say, hey, Kelina, listen, I remember there was a girl group that we did back when I was working with Section Zouk. We took like the free top girls, the women, we like the free queen of Zouk at that time. And, but like all of them, like they were very different, but that group was money. It was just money, and it was before streaming, before iTunes, so it was still back in the CD selling days. And those three girls, it would have been a minimum of $1 million of revenue, just because of the amount of fans that the three of them had. And so I was like, yo, that's amazing. And we were all preparing. There was a first single that came out. The first single was amazing. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And I was supposed to do 3 beats. Then we had everybody was about to work on that project because we knew we would make a ton of money. And then the first song was ready. And then there's one of the girls in the studio who start telling the other one, yeah, remember when you fuck with my husband?
Oops.
And then first show, then I was like, uh-oh. In my head I was like, uh-oh. And then first show, one start wanting to be in front of the other two, and the one that was the most shy was hating her, and the other one, and then I look at Harold, the boss of Section Zouk. I was like, bro, don't put more money, forget it. No. I was like, bro, forget it. This is gonna implode. And don't invest nothing more. Don't even shoot the video.
Yes.
And we didn't even have time to shoot the video. And then the second time when I did a girl group was L'IDS, and same thing. Before they got famous, like everything was perfect. Soon as it exploded, and like they were getting paid, they were having a ton of shows, they went on a major label, and all of a sudden, like boyfriends, aunties, mothers, fathers, managers coming from everywhere, everybody smelled the money, and everybody was coming from everywhere trying to and
a piece of the pie.
The good thing was that we had time to release one album. We made almost a million in just in copyright. We generated almost €1 million. I think I got 20% of that, 25%. And even imagine divided in all these people, because you had televisions taking a cut, you had publishers, you had EMI, Warner Music, you had so many publishers, and I still had around like 150,000 or 200,000, just my share. And then, but me, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing now. And I was, and all the songs I wrote and composed, and I was ready to produce the second album. And then everybody started talking in their head, and they were all 18. So forget it. Forget it. Like boyfriends arrive. Like now you have like, oh, can I come with my boyfriend in the studio? No, but he's just gonna come and sit down. And now all of a sudden you say, yeah, do something. And now she's looking at the boyfriend, asking for the boyfriend, asking for the boyfriend for authorization to do what I said. And I'm like, and you see the boyfriend was just like, and you're like, oh my God, yeah, that's. So and then at a point when I saw that every group member had a different manager, I was like, okay, it's over.
Yeah,
it's over.
It was over, yeah.
Angelino
The
Souza says,
girl,
biggest from Lagos in Algarve. Beijinhos to RLynda. See you soon. Kaysha, let's make some music.
yeah.
Hey,
Beijinhos.
let's make some music.
Yeah. You all
So,
about making music. Yeah,
I mean, by making music, making money.
exactly.
That's what I do. So, so where were we in your career?
So,
And
and
guys,
then,
guys, if you have any question in the chat, don't hesitate. If you have questions,
yes.
go ahead. She's all yours.
So then I started going to Portugal a lot. I mean, my first songs were, produced by Mark G. That's one of the ones you have the beats. And then I started going to Portugal, and then I started meeting other people, new people like Nelson Juan and some other singers, Ravitz and this and that. And so I started getting my connection wider. And I
Okay.
started getting more music and buying music. And then I did the video with you guys, you, Sequato Pedro, Big Nelo. That kind of opened up another, a little bit more the market towards Angola. So I started singing more, the Kizomba towards there. So things went
Yeah. What
well.
was what was working at that time?
Yeah, it was working at the time. A lot of people say, "Oh, how come you're like so pretty and you have the body and you have, you're not like Mariah Carey, but that's today's days we don't need that to like really get out there. But how come you almost there but you're never there?"
Because I was seeing you at a point. I think there was a summer.
I was on TV every day.
You were on TV everywhere. All the show. I was like, how does she do that? Like,
I was working actually really hard. People don't understand. I was paying a publicist
a
to just
publisher,
do
okay,
that.
publicist.
Yeah. While I was coming, I would come here to the US, work my flights, work,
Okay.
have time to be with my kids, and then on top of that, go to Portugal just on the right times that we would say, okay, I'm gonna be there this week in Portugal. She'll book all of my stuff together, so I get to Portugal, go to this
You
show,
would
go to the interview, go to this radio, do this, do this, do that. But
go
it was
party in the club with Kaysha.
well, yeah, a couple times we did that as well. Have to have fun as well. So, yeah, and then it was really good. It was a year or two in there that I was growing.
Yeah, you were like
However,
building. Oh, okay.
yes, momentum, and they needed like women.
Yeah.
That actually the market needed a woman to kind of get in there.
Yeah.
And I felt that I was building my little thing. However,
Yeah.
that's what I think that happened to me. As far as not, but okay. I mean, get back a little bit. People think, that, oh, but she never sold a million, or her videos never got to a million, and this and that. To me, I was happy. When I did my songs and I recorded and I saw the videos and I had the feedback from whoever people loved my work, I was happy. So to me, that meant more than the 1 million views that they quoted you. Unless you have the 1 million views, your song is not good, or you're not.
You know
I'm
that.
not like,
I'm
you know.
I'm just gonna put
So
it
I was
there.
happy with that.
I'm just gonna put
However,
it
the
there.
market, huh?
I'm just gonna put it there. Just a lot of these people pay for the million views. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So that's the point that I'm trying to get to now. I am a worker. I'm not a drug dealer. I don't get money from any other source than my work. So
Okay.
it got to a point that I was stretching myself, really stretched, because I have responsibility. My responsibility is number one, my kids. Make sure they eat, they have clothes in their body, and they have everything they need. And
course.
then I have to pay for the house, for all of that stuff. And then I was paying for $4,000 videos, plus the production of the song, plus the beats, plus the recording, plus the studio. I was doing that all by myself. Why? Because I was
Because you didn't listen to me. Go ahead.
I didn't listen to you. I should have, but I did. Here's the
It's
thing.
like,
A lot of people would
I'm just
offer
putting
to
it
do all of that
there.
for me. No, a lot of people would offer to do all of that for me, but I would have to do things that I would not be proud of. So I
Classic.
decided to stay on my own lane and do what I could and be proud, even if I never get to the 1,000 views. Instead, so what happened was these people found, maybe other singers like, I mean, and I know right after when I was having my momentum, that's when Yasmin show up and all of this other great singers came up, and then they just blew up with 1,000 views. I mean, they had people that actually invest in them and
Yeah.
made their careers bigger.
Hmm.
And they actually did good singers as well. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Great
yeah, I
songs.
guess it is what it is. I don't regret anything. Um, I'm still singing. I still have a
Yeah.
couple songs to come out, but it's
Yeah,
not
you just
my.
released
I guess
one
that,
last Friday.
yeah, just released one last Friday with you, and by the looks of it, it's going very well on the
It
streams.
is amazing. So the story of the cover art was that it was supposed. So I asked RLynda,
Yes.
hey, send me a picture, send me a few pictures. I'm gonna put a picture of me. I'm gonna put a picture of Baby Bang, and we're gonna and of Sammy Sam beats because it's four of us. Sammy Sam did the beat, and all of
Baby thing.
me and Baby Bang are on the rapping, and you are singing the chorus. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna put all four of us, and I'm gonna put Soledad. And then when you send me the picture, I was like, no, I'm gonna remove all of us ugly people, and I'm gonna
Out of the
just
way.
have you. Wait, let me.
Oh Lord Jesus.
I'm just gonna put you alone
Yes.
because I think we would have, it would not have been a great look. I mean,
Well, thank you for the honor. I just, I was like, I have this picture that I really like, and I really never, did anything with it. So it was cool, and it fit the
yeah,
theme.
it's actually
Yeah.
perfect for the song. I
Yes.
really liked it. But wait a
It
minute.
shows a woman with confidence, and which is
Indeed,
exactly what the chorus talks about. Now that you miss
shows
my goodies, you want to
it
come
shows
here?
it shows a MILF.
Oh, Neil, I'm sure. Hey,
But wait a minute,
I
wait a
am.
minute. But wait a minute. Before we go on, I want you to take a look at this.
This is called evolution.
I'm good.
Evolution. We are evolving. With
I'm
time.
gonna listen. I'm gonna send you this every month. Every month, I'm gonna send you this on what? Yo, and wait, I'm gonna watch this video. I didn't watch it yet.
Lily
I don't
sent
wa-
me a great picture. You're gonna watch that video and you're gonna really, oh my god. Okay, that needs, when I do a documentary of my life or my
Yeah.
artistic life, I'm definitely gonna put that video in there. That's a must. That needs to be there. My
No, and
don't laugh.
I need to listen to the song because I never heard about it. So I'm gonna listen. I cannot listen on my live show for copyright reasons. But I
Copyright reasons, but
I
that's
gotta
good.
check out the
Okay.
song. I'm gonna listen to the song. Like I need to. I'm super curious. I'm super curious.
It's
I'm
Portuguese
super curious.
popular music.
Vidisco, Vam Emmanuel. He's still active, right?
Yeah, he's still good.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
So
Kaysha's bad. Yeah.
so do you still have contact? Do you still have contact with all these singers that you worked with, like in the beginning, like 10 years ago? Like
Some of them
Emmanuel
I do.
and
Like one of them that I would always have contact and is always like in my heart. Paul Flores, he's like, always been,
this is a
I
legend.
he's like, yeah, he's the legend, and not only just a legend, but he's also at heart a really, really good human being. And he's a very good friend of mine. We dated a little bit when he first when I was a dancer, whatever, because that's just that just comes with the job. Like I wasn't gonna date lawyers because I wasn't a lawyer or a student of law, so of course I dated people from the industry. So he was one of my first boyfriends.
You know,
So
I dated.
we had a nice story, and he's dearest in my heart forever. Now he's a really good friend, but he's not. To me, he's like the best singer in Angola, and I love his voice. And it was a very, very important part of my career and my life. So he's very dearest to my heart. Eduardo playing another one, very good friend of mine. I just don't have as many good contact with him because it's Angola and he's not in
Yeah, yeah.
Portugal. But I reconnected with him a few years ago, so he's doing good. A lot of the musicians still, I still, I have him on social media, or we talk. Siemens, Nanuto, the saxophone guy, no
Yeah,
saxophone,
yeah. I actually
Nandokers.
I redid one of his CD covers be, to because Bruno is Beleza. He's redistributing online his
Oh,
albums.
really? Okay.
So yeah,
Nice.
I
Who else?
help out on this one.
Tos Medo, I can't forget, Also, um, I was there from the beginning, so we still
Yeah, first
not
video.
as much as yeah, first video of his career, yes. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Um, so we're still friends and talk every now and then. Who else? Most of them, yeah, I keep contact. Yeah. Emmanuel, I also, I went to Portugal. One of the few times I was in Portugal, we reconnect after a few years as well. So he's doing good. He told me that I would never, when I was younger, I said, "Oh, I'm gonna be old and ugly." She's like, he said, "Listen, you were never gonna be ugly and fat." I'm like, "How do you know that?" After I have kids and all of that, he's like, és muito vaidosa para isso."
All right. Mike is asking if he can see the picture one more time. So Mike,
Oh my God, Mikey, are you serious? You're
this
gonna show
one,
it?
this one, or that one?
No, he wants the bone one. The one
That's
with
the
the
same
bone, not
person.
the sword. 20 something years ago.
24 years. There's 24-year difference. 24 years between those two
Oh my
people.
God. Yeah.
Let it sink in.
Let it sink in, yes.
Is that Adam's rib that she's holding? Oh my God. You guys are crazy. RLynda,
I love it.
what is your next big upcoming project? Do you ever regret putting yourself on hold for 10 years just because you got married?
That's actually a good question. I'm gonna answer the last one and then the first one. Regret. I don't regret because that was like really a good part of my life where I was a mother. I focused myself on marriage and on raising my kids. And that's part of who I am actually. My purpose in life is really, my kids. So I don't regret having that time. That's the way it was meant to be.
It doesn't feel like
As
time
far as-
lost.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's time lost because I gained way more than music ever gave me throughout this 24 years of being in the industry. If I could have done a couple things different when I started, absolutely. When I started back up, yes, absolutely. I held on, but I guess that's a problem that women have in the industry, and I have it, and I'm sure a lot of other women also challenges and problems, and sometimes we mix love with work, and yeah.
You
that's
don't
how
listen
it's
to the advice
Yeah.
of your friends.
exactly. So when sometimes you get it, you fall in love with people from the industry that instead of helping you more, they actually back up your career and you don't realize until it's too late. So that's a regret.
You know, I
They
dated
told me
one.
many times, but you know, when girls are in love, they don't listen to nobody.
They don't listen to their friends.
They only listen to their friends and to their
I'm
lovers and
here
to the
like, don't
good
do this,
hot
don't do
stuff.
that, blah 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 blah. And she's like, yeah, you're right. And then she hangs up and she's like, he's just jealous.
No. Maybe not the jealous part, but I might have been like, oh yeah, but maybe this time is not like that.
This time is different. I'm
This
like,
time is different, exactly. So, and
you
then,
know, I dated just one singer,
uh-huh.
and then I was like, nope, nope. You
And
cannot
then,
mix. You cannot mix
on the other
business and
side,
and love. I mean,
yes, that I learned
you
that the hard way.
and especially when it's like you can be with somebody in the industry if you guys don't work together.
Yes,
Now, when you start working together, the problem is not everybody. I can, but not everybody is able to. When you are in the studio working,
separate the things.
you
Yeah,
have to separate. When there's money involved, you have to separate. When you're fighting at home or you're fighting for whatever reason, and
yeah,
you have a studio session that is booked, and the person is telling you, "Oh, I don't want to sing your chorus or whatever because I don't like it," and you're like, "What? Sorry?" and and you can see that it has nothing to do with the quality, but it's just because she's pissed. That's when I was like, I'm done. I'm
you
done with
done,
it.
right? You learned
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah. That
well.
was like, that was, and it's funny because I've remember when in the beginning I was with I was a backup dancer as well for a big artist in the West Indies. His girlfriend was a singer as well, and I would see the osmose between them, the connection, the way that he would start a vibe, she would continue with. They would like, I was like, oh my god, I want that.
Yeah, when it
I
works, it's
didn't
amazing.
realize that it looks amazing until,
But
yeah, when people have like
until it's not.
relationship issues and they are not able to separate them from work. And it's the same thing when you become friends with your artist, when you have to tell them something that hurts, even if you say it like, and me, I'm a person, I'm a very direct person. I have I know how to be a diplomat, but I tell things how they are. I'm not gonna lie to you. And when you start telling people the truth about why you cannot pay a third video because they are not generating enough money or something like that, and then because you are their friend, they forget that it is your business, and that
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna put my business at risk just because I'm your friend. You sold that amount of money. This equals to, I can pay 2 videos. I paid 2 videos. Now, you want to do a third one? I can shoot it myself if you want. We do it like, you know,
Yeah.
street gun way. I take my camera. Next time we have a show in the West Indies or somewhere in Portugal, we go to a beach, we go to the club, we find some nice girls that we talk to. We take them and we offer them dinner or I don't know, 30, 50, 70. We take money from the cachet, whatever, we pay them with that. But we're gonna do the video with 300 euros. Let's do it. But no, I'm not gonna pay that guy that costs 5,000, because in terms of numbers, we're done.
Yeah.
I'd rather pay a video for the next album that is coming in a year or something. So start working on the album, and whatever idea you have for this video, let's put it in the next songs. And sometimes, all of a sudden, they look at you like, yeah, you don't support me. What you mean I don't support you? I'm staying in the studio all night with you, where I should be with my kids or my girlfriend or whatever I
Yes.
have situation, and I'm not supporting you because and that's the that's the thing that it's part of the thing that made me stop producing artists, like careers, because back in the days, it would be a nightmare, it would be a headache, but every album would bring you 300,000, 400,000 euros.
Yeah.
Today, we're in the streaming world,
No,
you're gonna have
it's
all the
not. It's
headaches,
totally different. Yeah. Yeah.
and then you're gonna make $20 or $30 from the song, and then they're gonna, yeah, what about my video? And you're like, pay it yourself, and be your own producer. See how it is, and
See
it's
how it
it's
is. Yeah, exactly. People sometimes
it's
don't have idea of how much it costs.
yeah, people don't realize. Only the people who, and I commend you for that, because I know I've known you for a long time, and we talk, you know, we talk for a long time, and I talk. A lot of people talk to me about you as well, and a lot of people sometimes are dismissive of you and of what you do, and I tell them, hey, she pays for her own stuff. Like,
Yeah.
all these girls that you see with their great videos, they don't pay for the videos. They don't pay for nothing. They just come and they yell that, oh, I'm not making money or whatever from my shows or whatever. Yeah, but you didn't pay. The person who pays makes the money. That's a conversation that people never understand. They're like, yeah, but why I don't make 90% of the money? I'm the singer. Because you didn't put 90% of the money. That's why you get 10%.
Exactly.
And
That's
I have to
true.
commend you on that, because from all the things that I've seen you do when you were like in one of your phases, because I know it goes in phases with you. Sometimes
Yeah.
you in the
Yes.
music thing, and then sometimes you flying, and sometimes you are in
Sometimes
the
I'm in my
fashion
fashion,
thing. But
going. Yeah.
but the great thing about you is that you put your money in it, and you work on your things, and whether it works or not, it is
It's
always a
my
success
work.
when you like it came out.
Yes.
It came out, you own it, it's yours, it's on your YouTube channel, etc., etc. And in a world where everybody is talking about, and the conversation about ownership, most of
Yeah,
these artists,
most of them own nothing.
they don't
They
own
just
nothing.
own nothing.
Most-
They just have their voice in somebody else's,
Exactly,
video
and the
that they pay
product,
for. It's
and
just my voice, but it's not mine. Yeah.
and they
I
start
own
thinking
my
about the business when they are 40 years old, and they're like, oh my god, like, oh, I don't, what, I don't, why not? Because it's not yours,
because you
it's
never
mine.
paid for anything. Yeah.
And a lot of people that I've seen conversation, and the fans, because the fans, and it's not their fault, but a lot of the fans, they love their artist, but they have no clue what they're talking about. And they hear, yeah, give her back her masters, give her back her songs.
Yeah,
It's,
they
it's
don't
not
know.
her songs. It's not her songs.
Just put
It's
the
her
voice.
composition.
Yeah, exactly.
It's her composition. It's her writing. But if you don't pay for the studio, it's not your song. It's
Not
just
your
it's
song,
the song that you wrote, that you sing. But if I want to take that song, and if you want to take your whole album and make somebody else sing the song that you wrote, you're gonna keep your composition part. You're gonna keep your publishing rights. But I can't do it because it's my.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like
your
the
song.
producer has the right to do it.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
it's a harsh reality in this the music business, where a lot of people are dreaming when they come to the music business, because they think about like celebrity, going there, people loving you, being famous, etc. So they forget about the
That's the
most
glitter.
important part, which is
Yeah.
the business part, the money part.
Yeah.
And you are, and you're not new in the business, so you know how to be hands-on on your things, because probably back in the days you made the same mistakes as everybody, as we all do when we're young and we are dreaming. And
Yes.
I'm gonna have to, like, yeah, you're not young in the
Gonna have
business, but
to.
like
Yes.
you do
yes.
some mistakes of little girls sometimes, like.
Hey,
But yeah,
it was always a challenge for me as well. Sometimes being pretty and all of this, a lot of people, I had so many offers in my life, as when I was like, really doing my things and working on my music. I had so many crazy offers of these people. I'm gonna produce you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Come to a meeting. They offer me the world and another world after that. But my experience always told me that that was just bullshit. All they wanted, and that's a big challenge that I always faced. It was this. All they wanted was me. They couldn't see me for any value, or they couldn't see my love for the music or my love for the art. All they wanted was this. So I didn't sold my soul.
That was the price to pay.
Yes, but I never did
it's
it.
the price of
And
the beauty.
that I'm proud of myself. I may not have the 1,000 views or the million views or whatever they call it to call it success, but I never sold myself for none of it. Everything I've done, everything is my YouTube, everything is in when I opened my store in Lisbon that unfortunately now I only have online because COVID ruined everything, but I'm going to open a new one and the location is secret. But it's coming. Yes.
Okay.
Because I love physical stores. I like the online, but I love the being in there and doing the fashion thing. I love that. That's why my videos were so good, because I put the visuals together so well. Anyways, but everything I've done, I did not corrupt myself with none of these guys that try, and they know who they are if they're watching or they will be watching.
Hey.
Thank you. Hey guys, I feel pretty and beautiful, and I did it all, but without y'all. So yes, I didn't need
Fuck you
to
very,
sleep with no
very
ugly ass
much.
nigga to do what I needed to do, you know? And I'm very proud of that. You know, I didn't
That's
get to
good.
but it's okay. I'm happy. I'm still a happy person. You know, I did what I had to do. I look at my pictures and my videos. It brings me happiness. I remember the things that I did. I mean, I had a freaking song on a soap novella, on a soap opera. I never even thought that would happen.
That's dope.
To me. You know, that was really dope. And I'm like, oh, little RLynda by herself did it.
That's
You
good.
know?
You can be
So,
proud of
yeah.
that. Somebody, did you work out to keep that hot body? Did you work out a lot?
Emmanuel, what's up? Yes, I do work out. I don't work out a lot, like crazy workouts. No, it's a little bit genetic, but also because throughout my whole life, I always been active, a dancer, a singer, a fashion person. So you're always super conscious of your body. So I always took care of my body, but I do work out. I make sure, you know, I have the Apple Watch or whatever, make sure I do my 10,000 steps a day when I don't work out, because it keeps your waist down and everything else in place. So yes, and I eat and drink well. Yes.
She looks way hotter now than 20, and she looks way hotter now 24 years later.
Sister Queen. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. Yeah, now I got some extra sauce.
Mike is asking why nobody told him about the problem with dating singers.
About what? I didn't understand.
The trouble of dating singers.
Oh, you didn't know? Oh, so pro. Sometimes you have to find out some things on your own.
Mike loves problems. I've known Mike since he was 16.
Really?
Yeah, we used to rap all together back in Paris. So, you know.
We're gonna rap now together, man. Do you see that song I sent you? Yeah, I have to send the rest so we can. Something else is coming up.
Indeed.
I got a Nicki Minaj vibe.
Dimitri
like
is saying, this is a cruel world. These producers are evil. Evil,
yeah.
but business is business. Indeed.
Yeah, business is business. Yeah. But hey, I was never forced to do anything. Like nobody is. You just do it.
Nobody is. It's the question is here.
Yeah.
Like, you have somebody will show you a shortcut with a price to pay, or you can take the long road. The first time I went to French radio when I went in 98, sorry, when I released my first album, 2 months before the album come out, we went to this big radio that is super famous in France because I was on Sony, and so we met the boss, and we did a whole listening session of the album. So you heard all 10 or 11 tracks of the album. And then he was like, yo, this is a great album, we might play it in the station, but we want you to change the guitars here, we want you to change the rhythm here, we want this song to be in French and not in English, we need this and we need that. And so the guys from Sony were like, yeah, okay, we're taking notes of it, and we're gonna, and me, I was like, I just stood up and I was like, let's get the fuck out of here. And they were like, no, okay, count. I said, no, wait a minute. So you wanna decide what guitar I'm gonna put on my songs to play on radio, and then you're gonna ask me for 10% in publishing of my songs when you have nothing to do with it for me to play on your radio? Fuck you.
Yes,
I just stood up and I was like, hey, I'm gonna let you finish your little conversation and I'm out. And I got completely blackballed from that big radio that probably would have changed my life. I mean, took my life in another turn in terms of music.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, my song never played on that radio, but
Oh well.
I came back in that radio 10 years later as a producer of songs, and I had a song that was #1 and they were playing it, and we sat down again and it was like, oh, Kaysha, I remember you, in the Zouk, you're doing good, congratulations on your work and on your, I was like, thanks. Yeah, thanks.
The attitude
Because
was different then, huh?
and it took 10 years to do something that was more solid, but I came back as a boss when I came back to talk to that person. And maybe I would have taken the shortcut, but maybe I wouldn't have been a boss, because being blackballed from the industry makes you understand how you do it by yourself, and it makes you understand that you can actually do everything that these people do. And then when those who took the shortcut, they sell 100,000, but because they don't own nothing, they're gonna make 6% of the
nothing
revenue.
to show at the end of the day. Yeah.
And they're gonna make 6% of the revenue. And those who are by themselves, they're gonna sell 10,000, but they're gonna make 100% of the revenue. So they actually make more money than those who are super famous. And I know a lot of friends that are famous because they took the label route, and the pandemic arrives 20 years after we all made our choices, and all of them have no revenue all of a sudden because they were performing, same as all these girls that you were talking about in the Kizomba market. All of them, they were only making revenues from shows, and all of a sudden there's zero show for nobody. And if you don't own nothing, you don't even make money from the YouTube channel, you don't make money from the Spotify, the iTunes, you don't make nothing. And even if your label says, okay, I'm gonna give you 10% of the sales to help you out, you're gonna give you 30 euros.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be like, well, that's all I make? Yeah, that's all you make, because it's a long-term game and you don't own anything. So I'm gonna give you the contract says 6%, so I'm gonna give you 6%. So here's your 60 euros, or I'm gonna give you 100 just to help out, but that's all I can do. And a lot of people are in this situation right now, and I wanna know how did the pandemic, how did it fuck up your life?
So my life, okay.
Straight.
A little bit. I mean, I used to go to Lisbon a lot because I had a store.
We had our monthly dinners.
Year. Yes, we had. I mean, I would go to Lisbon at least 2-3 times a month on a regular basis because I was flying. Basically, I kept my job, which is flying as a flight attendant, but we flew to Portugal, so I would do all of those flights there. I'll take care of my store. I'll bring my stock. I, talk to my employees, whatever. Came back as soon as the pandemic hit. We had, the government said to close all establishments, so we had to
Yeah.
close for 4 months. And then I opened back in August, so that was really messed up for me because I'm like, now finally I was about to hit the 1 year. I was already paying all of my, like, January, February, March. I was paying my bills and getting some actually profit, not a lot, but profit. So I was like,
Okay.
okay, now spring is coming, and then it would be summer, and then it would be all that, so I would be good. But then the pandemic hit, so that fucked me up a lot because I had another extra form of income that all of a sudden it was like,
Yeah.
so I had to, I opened back in August for a month, but the way we had like this tunnel vision because I've been in the industry and then for so long, and I saw it like this is not gonna pick up like I wanted
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had to make a really, really hard decision. I was even depressed for a minute until I let it go. But it hurt me because I had to make the decision that 1 year later I had to close my store. And I did definitely made the right decision because if I was open from August until now, they would have been just, I wouldn't be, and then the flying stopped. I couldn't even bring stock over there. So it was a lot. So it messed up my life on that
Yeah.
part a lot.
Yeah.
Another thing, music. I was still active with the music. I mean, I have 3 songs recorded that I haven't released. And
Okay.
I didn't because I did one with Ajir. He produced the song. I think I sent it to you. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, of course you did. Yeah,
I receive everything.
the one with the auto tune. Yeah, the reggaeton. Yeah. So I have that one. Then I recorded another rap song that I'm very excited, and we're gonna do like a little
I heard it
here
as well.
together. Yes, and I have another one. So I have all of these projects because even though I'm not super consistent with the music, it's something that I enjoy, and I came to terms with my life where it's like music is something that I do for my own pleasure.
That's the
And
best. That's the best thing when you can do
yeah,
it this way.
it's my own pleasure. I do it because I love it, and then I put it out there. The people that like it and love it, thank you, I appreciate it. The ones that don't, go listen to whatever the hell you like and leave me the fuck alone.
They don't want
Because
to
you
leave
got
you
too
alone.
much.
I don't know
They
why they
don't.
don't want to leave you
So the
alone.
haters
And
are the first ones to listen to your stuff, and because
not
they want
only,
to
not
talk to you
only,
about it. They your fans, basically.
and not only they don't want to leave you alone, but I don't know why they call me.
I don't know either. Why do they call you to talk about me?
I don't know. I don't know. They always call me. I say, you see your friend. I was like, what? Why are you calling me? Like, why are you calling me? Why me? Call the exes. Call.
Did you get
course.
phone calls now? They calling you.
I
like,
got a
oh,
phone call yesterday
you want
morning.
a song with RLynda?
I got a phone call yesterday morning.
You did. Oh, I know. You're gonna get some more. I know, and I it's just like, why? I mean, why y'all so worried in what I do? If you don't like it, just leave it alone.
That's what I always say. So what
Just
about?
keep scrolling on Instagram. That's what Instagram is for. You don't
For
like
real.
the post, you don't have to go in there and be like, this post is horrible, I hate you. Keep scrolling.
These people.
But hey, so
Body's
yeah,
advice saying
kick out of
just
that.
a quick pop in to show some love to the Shada again and congrats to Kaysha and RLynda for the dope new single.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy,
Thank
and
you.
congratulations on the weekend festival that you just pulled off. It was amazing. That like what you are doing, keep doing what you're doing. You are on to something.
Yes.
And listen, whenever you want to do a track with RLynda, she's
I'm
there.
here.
She's here. She's here. Let's make it happen.
So yeah. So
What
that's
about
it.
all the
My life.
ladies? All the ladies in the chat are super silent all of a sudden. Like
Hey ladies.
I want everybody to put some hearts in there on the chat because you girls have to support each other.
Yeah.
What up CV Beats? What about flying as
As a flight attendant, well,
because
when
I
the
remember we talked in April, or we talked in
that was
April or
home.
May, and you guys stayed home because the flights were done. So now the
Yes.
flights are back again. The pandemic is going crazy. When are you getting the vaccine?
Yeah, that's a
They
good
didn't.
question. Well, what I know about the flying since August, I've been flying since August, and I have not felt the pandemic. The only things is we see that like Delta, we blocked the middle seats.
Okay.
So of course the planes are not completely full because of that policy that we have, but they are full. The airports are
Okay.
getting busier and busier. There's more people. The people are more compliant now, wearing their masks all the time, so it's easier.
What up, DJ
And
Adema?
actually, inside the plane is, we very safe because of the HEPA filters and all of that. The air is always recycling and getting clean, so we okay there.
Okay.
Hey, DJ Admar. And then
DJ Adema
and
produced our
Shada.
song with C4 and Big Nello.
Yeah, I remember. Muntare, yes, yeah. Uh-huh.
You know,
And
I have 7 beats from DJ Ademar that I'm supposed to record, and they're just there waiting. I have to do that.
you got time
Please,
now, you got time.
we're
So
gonna do that.
I feel that, flying it's a little bit different now, a whole lot of different, but I mean, it's not, the pandemic, I guess, is going worse in a lot of countries and the numbers are crazy, but people are
Portugal.
tired. People are really starting to travel and it keeps going. Like, I can't say that I'm out of job or uh, thank God I am flying as much as I want, and I am not flying as much as I want. So I don't have a problem. The only thing is I can't fly international because most of Europe is all closed to America. So
Yeah.
until that changes, I can't fly because Americans are not allowed. The airlines are not going to have flights. So once that is lifted, then we'll be back to flying international. Until then, I'll get to know a little bit more of the U.S. So I've been flying all over the U.S.
So when you fly, you usually do back and forth in the same day, or you stay one night, or
No, I do most of the times. I like to do high time trips, so it's like 3 days.
okay,
And then I'll stay 3 days. I'll say I'll go tomorrow morning. I'll go like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll be back Wednesday night, but I'm gone Monday all day, Tuesday all day, Wednesday, sometime Wednesday. I'll be coming back home. So yeah.
so do you do long hauls, or you prefer smaller?
I prefer smaller just because long hauls, like say when we go to LA or places like that, Salt Lake City, the flights are like 5 hours. And right now with the pandemic, we do very little on the plane. So we just give them like a little snack and nothing else, and then we have
Yeah.
all this time to do nothing. So I rather be more active because time flies when you're doing something and it doesn't when you're not doing anything. So I rather do
Yeah, because
sometimes
now
I
you
rather do,
you text me a lot from the flights.
yeah,
I'm like,
because I'm
isn't she
just
working? She's
there.
like, oh, I'm in the
I
air. I
am
was like,
working, but
she's not working.
don't tell anybody that. But yes, I'm working, but I have internet, and then I'm just sitting in there. So I guess I'm gonna be chatting. Hey, what's up? What you doing? I'm flying. I'm on my way from Detroit out of New York. You'd be like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. So I text because so I like to do sometimes a bit too much, but I like to do 3 and 4 flights a day so it can go faster, and I have less chance of getting in trouble because we're not supposed to be texting, not supposed to
Uh-oh.
be on our phones and all that stuff. So yeah.
Just a quick side note. I want to tell everybody here that DJ Ademar is having a live show on his YouTube channel on Saturdays, 6 p.m. Lisbon time. So you have to check this out. And I also want to tell you guys that Bodhisattva has Monday Quality Talk on his YouTube channel on Mondays, and I think he has 5 shows a week now. He's becoming the king of live shows on YouTube. So everybody go check out the channel, subscribe, and go check them out.
Sounds good.
It is. So
I'll check it out.
did you does it why I know you lived in Boston for a long time now.
5 years.
So why did you move to Miami?
Ooh, haha. Do you want the real question? The real answer? I'll
Yeah.
tell you. I have no secrets. The real answer. I moved to Miami because of two things. First things first, I was kind of tired of the cold in Boston. I love Boston. It's a very, very nice city.
It's cold out
I
there.
in the beginning, I liked the fact that I was closer to my CV people because there's a big community of Cape Verdeans in Boston. Um, I'm not talk shit, but it's true. This is how I felt. I'm not saying that is the same experience for everyone. However, after a year or two, I felt that the community in there is a little bit um, closed-minded, and I'm a very like open-minded person. I like to explore, to do different things, to get to know places and things like that. And I'm not a very like only community person, like like this. So
Yeah.
so that kind of started to bother me a little bit, even though I did my life and I flew, whatever. But basically, mainly it was the cold. And then also my job. Delta offered me a position in Orlando, Florida, because they needed Portuguese speakers for the, for the Brazilian flights. So as soon as I got that offer, plus the fact that I was tired of the cold, I said, Florida sounds really nice right now. Let's try it out. So I came to Florida, to Orlando. I stayed there for a year and a half. And then the flights, the aviation industry is always changing. So nothing is
Yep.
guaranteed for too long. So the flights were canceled, and now they weren't flying out of Orlando anymore. And Delta said, now you can go wherever you want. So my son actually is a very good basketball player, even though he's not a official professional, but he's a very, a kid with a lot of potential. So a school in Miami contacted us and wanted him to come play here. And I said, hell yes, Miami, there we go. So that's
All right.
and I love
Nice.
it, honestly. I love it. I feel that this is me. This is the city that I really see. Lily, she knows about Boston and the cold. So I definitely love Miami. I feel good in here. I like the weather. I like the mix of people. There's people from everywhere. And I love that. I love that there's Spanish, there's Portuguese, there's Brazilian, there's Greek, there's
love
there's
Miami.
people, meet people from everywhere in here. So I really
Miami
like
is
that.
one of my favorite cities when
Yes.
I'm
And I love, one of my favorite things is being by the beach, leaving closer to the ocean, being able to just get out of the house and go to the beach, listen to the waves, meditate, read a book, things that I learned with time, with growing up, with growth. There are things that actually are really good for you. So I decided, this is it. So I'm good in Miami for now. Yeah.
I feel that by looking at your Instagram, let me put your Instagram in there because I can I can see how a person is mentally
Evolving, growing.
is growing and changing by the kind of posts that they and like
Content.
it really feels like so everybody go follow her on Instagram, but it feels from your post now, it feels like, and even on the way you post your photos, it feels that you kind of discovered that finally it's worth living life for yourself rather than other people, other guys. There's really this feeling that you found yourself, I guess, and you decide to be more self-centered than because it's not just about other guys, love interest and stuff. Sometimes it's just the world, and in this world where everybody believes that they need to show up and to pretend or be somebody that they might not want to be in reality, just for the gram, just for just to put up this image of the what everybody believe it's success. A lot of people are actually hurting themselves mentally, and it seems like you found a stable place where your Instagram is very different from when I met from when I met you. Like
From when you
really,
met me, absolutely. Um,
you feel, I would say, you feel at ease,
yes. That's exactly what
appeased.
that's exactly how I feel. From the the last year, especially, I definitely, I love, like, it's something that can be really good for you, but it also can be bad because it can take all of your self-esteem and all of your, it can really break you. And I can say that without going to, a lot of details, but um the I had a few troubling years with love, and that kind of messed me up.
Okay.
So I had to come about a year and a half ago. I had to end the cycle and start a new cycle in my life. That it was hard, but it was so well worth it. So for me to get to the point where I am now, it took a lot of work interior. So I have to detach from a lot of stuff that I thought it was, from the likes on Instagram. I'm like, I don't care anymore if I have 2 likes, 1 like, or 300 or 1,000. I really don't care. I
That's the
had to get
secret.
to the point that I didn't care anymore what people thought about my post or not. I'm going to post what I'm comfortable with, you know?
Exactly.
And if you like it, great. If you don't, keep scrolling. Unfollow me. I
There you
lost
go.
followers, I'm sure, but hey, it's your choice. And I really, start a process of like growth inside, and I finally regained my own self-esteem and the love for myself, because sometimes as a woman and man too, sometimes we think that your worth is based on somebody else's love for you or not. No, nobody loves me like I love myself now. And if you love me, I love you back, but I'm gonna love myself first and put myself always first before any man, woman, or anybody that can show up in my life. you know so that was a year of a lot of growth, and I can definitely see the transformation, everything I do in my life now. um Miami was a good thing. I mean, being next to the ocean, being able to connect with myself, with the ocean, with the nature, and I like, you scrolling down now to my family now. There's things that before I used to take for granted that I don't anymore. I make sure I tell my mom and my family that I love them almost every day. That because nothing, when you take something for granted, believe me, it will be
Yeah. Oh
taken
yeah.
out from you sooner or later. So I learned that the hard way too. And now I'm just like, I'm at peace with myself. I'm doing things for me
Your feed is
because
beautiful. Like your feed is
no,
very. Your feed is very relaxing to watch.
that's what I try to put. Before it was confused. It was like a mix of, and you're starting to get to it now. From here on
Yeah,
it's
yeah, I can
still
see the
like,
difference. This is the old one.
yes, it
I
was
mean, it's
about like showing off more. It was about,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like, and
Trying
I'm
to
like, I'm
exist.
not into the business for this anymore. Now I'm into the real life of like, this is who I am. Do you like me? Great. You don't, keep on scrolling. You don't have to like everybody. I don't have to be likable by anybody. I love myself,
There you go.
and I'm very,
That's the secret.
yeah.
Once you realize that it doesn't, it's not like you don't need to be validated by
Yes,
strangers, especially strangers. And a stranger could be somebody that you saw 3 times in your life. That's a stranger.
that's a
the
stranger,
the
exactly.
social media make everybody believe that, like, all
That
these
they're
comments,
friends.
Like, you
But
know,
they know each
sometimes,
other.
and I understand that it can be overwhelming when you are a celebrity and you have like 100,000 people telling you that you are worthless. But they are still strangers, and you can. It's something I always like. You know, it's funny when people say like, "Oh, Cardi B has turned off her Twitter," oh, da 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 da, da. And I'm like, no, good. She knows when. Sometimes you just log off, turn it off, and yeah, people gonna talk about you, but at least you're not hearing it, and then you come back when you comfortable.
When you're ready, yeah.
When you're ready. A lot of people base their own life on the comments and the likes of strangers, and it's we are in a because we are we are over 40.
Yes.
We've known a life before social media, so we can go
Yes.
back to this life. But I feel for those who are
That
in
only
their
know
20s and they only
Yeah.
know this, or those who
Yes.
are 13, 15, they're just like, you know, first iPhone, first Samsung, first whatever, TikTok, and that, like, their validation is like all these strangers, all these likes. And if they do a photo, they used to get 5,000 likes, and one day they do a photo and they only have 200 likes, it touches them in their
It's
soul, like
depressed,
if it's,
yes.
you know. And those all these companies, they hack the brains of
Yes.
all the people, and sometimes you don't realize that. And it's something that I talk a lot about fame. I've seen so many people destroyed by fame, or the
By fame, right?
or the or just
Do you
hoping to be
realize, like, one
famous.
thing that is very sad? A while ago, I got offline. Um, I got off just Instagram for a few days. Like, it was more than a few days. It was like 15 days. I said, I'm not
Okay.
gonna go on Instagram for 15 days and see what happens. The
Yeah.
first 5 days it was okay. After that, I started receiving a whole bunch of messages. People, are you okay? Do you have COVID? What happened? You never post anything. Not one message was, hey RLynda, are you okay? Are you so happy that you're not posting anything anymore? That's exactly what was happening. I
Yeah.
was so into myself and so enjoying my life that I did not want to share anything with anyone except the people that I was interacting with. But
Exactly.
people don't, they think just because you're offline a few days, something wrong must have had happened to you.
That's
Like,
it's
wow.
crazy. It is crazy how, you know, we gotta go visit Miami after COVID. I'm going. That's for
That
sure.
means the spot.
That's
Kaysha
like
already coming.
that's the
It's not we
first
gotta
place
go.
I'm
We go.
going. I'm going to shoot
Yeah,
my
you have
video
to-
with RLynda.
Yes, we have to do this video. Either
Thanks
this
to
song
Mark
or
G.
the next song.
Thanks to Mark G, I had a show in Miami.
Yes. Mark
Is
G
Mark
helped a
G
lot
still
of-
producing? Yes, he even
Yes.
has a new studio.
Yes, he does. I talk to him every now and then. Yep. I never
Me too.
forget Mark. He's my boy.
He's my boy as well.
Yeah. He
Some of the
believed
first
me
song
when I
we,
know him, when I couldn't even put two and two together still.
you see, some of the first song we played in Maishki Zomba were his. I still remember them. There you go.
Yeah.
I love your
Mikey
mindset,
Zumba. Oh my
RLynda.
God. It never really helped me that much. But okay, thank you.
Bruno.
Sorry.
It's
true.
time to help. It's never too late to help. I will talk to
Yeah, I
Bruno.
mean, I don't know. I'm like, come on. I got really nice videos. You guys don't want to post, like, show it. I did a couple
I'm gonna talk to. We're gonna talk with Bruno. Bruno is the sweetest guy ever.
But you know, I did a lot of good things though. I was the artist of the month once in my school.
You
Was
see?
Mikey Zumba?
Ah,
Yeah,
so
I did. Yeah,
so
once.
you see, you have to take back
But-
everything.
but I guess they changed.
Business changes.
Yeah, yeah.
I love your
They
mindset,
changed ownership.
RLynda. I love
Huh?
your mindset, RLynda. I'm not on the same road. I'm on the same road with peaceful
Meditating.
thing, meditating, spiritual growth,
Spiritual growth.
and divine moments. And it's a beautiful Instagram. Yeah,
Namaste.
your Instagram, like, it makes you feel peaceful. Your Instagram, yeah, it's true.
Thank you.
Dalia is saying it is very important to take care of yourself. It is
Yes,
the most
it's
important
the
thing,
most important thing. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others. So you can't love
Indeed.
anyone until you fully love yourself. Yeah.
Individualism is the main key to surviving capitalism. Yes and no.
Yes.
In the
true.
business, yeah, but at the same time, you still have to be able to have to create your family, so that
Yes.
when you are tired, you can lean on somebody. So you have to be careful not to also fall in the total individualism that it happens sometimes.
True, true. You have to find your own. I mean, we are human. We are all connected, and we all like kind of here for each other. It's just not everybody's not here for everybody. So you just have to find your own glitch, your own people that have the same beliefs as you. Not saying that you can't grow from there. I always remember that thing that you told me a long time ago. If I'm the smartest one in the room, I need to go grow, right? Because you're not growing.
Yep.
So yes. But
Indeed.
at the same time, you have to find your people, because not everybody is your people. Yeah.
I still remember when Facebook was meant for you to add your real life friends.
Oh yes.
That was a long time ago.
That
I
was a
remember
long
that.
time ago. Remember
I-
MySpace? The first
I
one
remember-
that came out? You had your 3 or 5 top friends.
I remember when Facebook was only for Americans and only for university, and then when they just opened in France, I was like one of the first one in there. And yeah, back then you had like a maximum of I think 500 friends that you could add.
Yes, and
And
then it went
then-
to 5,000,
Then
and now it's like
then it became crazy.
everybody and their mama's your friend.
That's what my Facebook is like, Bruno. You know me, I remember that my Facebook, at a point it was hard to remove people, because at a point I wanted to remove people from, like, a lot of, in the beginning you just add everybody,
Actually care.
and then at a point you start like, okay, let me, me, when I look at my feed, every time there's something, I'm like, what is this? Like, I'm not into, I remove the person, because, and it's not a declaration of war, but I remember in the beginning, like 10 years ago, you remove somebody from Facebook, they send you a photo of your album in the trash. Huh? You remove me? I will never listen to your music anymore. You don't even know how to sing, you fucking motherfucker, monkey Congolese guy. Yo. It's like, yo. It's
Crazy.
yeah, it's so
very
it's so
crazy.
strange the relationship
How social
people
media,
have with, and I was watching right now. I was watching before the show. I was watching a Zoom meeting between like it was kind of a think tank of Republicans, and it was only like Trump voters who believe all the things that they read on QAnon, and they were like telling the people where they get their source of information, and how they only live inside of one echo chamber of people saying the same thing, and some of the things that they believe, like, you're like, what? How can they believe that? Like, it makes no sense. But then you look at all these people, and it's not even bad people. It's just people
That's what
that's
they believe.
it's just with the internet. The internet, anybody, you have some people on the internet, their joy is to make things go viral, and they will invent stuff to
Yeah.
make it viral, and then you got millions of people who might not, I'm not gonna disrespect them, but so many people who never left their county or their town, and they don't really travel the world enough, because in a lot of things I don't judge people comparing them to me, because since I'm 6 months old I've been traveling all around the world. So my view of the world is different, because
Different, yeah.
I'm lucky enough that I've I've been all around the world, even before I had my own money because of my parents. So I've seen so many different faces. When I was 1 year old, I was in China. The first time I
Cultures,
walked, I
yeah.
was in Paris. Then I was in New York. I've been all around the world, so I can see the different realities. And I had 47 years of seeing and being with rich people, with poor people, with
Yes.
all type of nationalities, with all speaking 7 languages, with so many people all around the world. I've been in places that people only know by the internet or what they see or what the news tell them. I've been there. Like I've been in Ukraine. I've been in places where I was like, yo, like nothing with what you believe it is. Like you like they tell you Ukraine, you believe it's a war zone, and then you're there dancing kizomba in there, and you're like, yo, what's going on here? You know,
Exactly.
and
Ukraine is actually cool. It's just too
it is.
cold, but yeah, it's a cool country.
Listen,
When I lived there, when I used to be married with a basketball player, so he played over there. It was so fucking cold. We had a driver. I only got out of the house to just like go to the games. That place was so cold.
yeah. Where were you,
And the,
Kiev?
whew, they were.
What city did you live in?
They would be like, they look at me, act like I was the maid, and they just go straight to the man.
What
They
city did
just
you live?
piss me
What city
off.
did you live in?
Kiev.
Ah, Kiev. I was in Kharkiv. I was in Kharkiv like 2 years ago, and yeah, it was,
Crazy.
but it was so different at the same time from the Europe that I know. You
Yes,
know,
exactly.
it
It's
was
very
really
different.
like the
Russia,
architecture.
Ukraine,
It
oh
was,
my God,
yeah,
yes.
it was like a lot of, yeah, everybody speaking Russian and stuff, and it was great, like, you know, and but that's the thing is I, d- I look at these people and I understand they are not like me because most of them maybe they never left the
Never.
United States. And what is crazy with the internet is that one of these people became a president, a person that also get his sources from, yeah, seeing things online and believing in it. When you are a president, you're not supposed to believe in conspiracies and stuff. You know, you have advisors, and that's the internet of today, and this is the world of today. And wait when we will have glasses with information going on all the time, or when they put the chips in our brains and we have now unlimited information. Trust me, it's gonna be something.
It's tough. People always like, they tend to I don't know, they tend to judge people by what they see, and then it's like you really don't know where this person's been and all that is done. And then you have those people that just see things on the internet and that's all they knowledge, but they stand the grounds that they know all of it. There's a lot of people like that in the US. A lot of Americans are like that. They never been nowhere,
Yeah.
but they think they know everything. I'm like, you never even been to Europe, like, or you show any interest of knowing or getting to see how it is, but here you are talking like America is this big, you know, not what it's all cut up to be.
You know, France is different. I lived in France since I was 7, and I left when I was 39, and then I started going to Brazil a lot. And that's when I realized that, and even in Portugal, there's a lot of things that the French are so proud to point their fingers, and they believe that they know everything, that
Yes.
their mentality is the one that should be exported everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
And then when you start traveling, you realize why you should not live there. And I remember, like, I just had to travel 1 year out of France, like, because I traveled a lot to work. So it's not the same thing as travel to just go. But then after 1 year of just going to back and forth to Brazil, to Lisbon, to Bangkok, I was out. I was like, oh my God, like, this place is over. Left, moved to Portugal.
Yeah.
MySpace was crazy. Lily, I still have a lot of numbers
From
from
MySpace.
girls I met on MySpace.
Oh my God.
I
I
still
don't
have
even remember. I remember MySpace was so weak. Like I had that for
I got
a
MySpace
very
numbers. I got I5 numbers for the Portuguese
high five,
Portuguese
yeah,
girls.
high five. Oh my God, that's so old.
And in France I have Skyblog. And the girls from Holland, we used to meet them in a place, I don't know, Lily, if you remember, it was called Party Peeps 2002. And that's when I learned the word douchey. Douchey was like a nice girl or something. I don't remember what it meant, but there was this place where, like, if you wanted to talk to Portuguese girls, you go on I5. If you want to talk to French girls, you go on Skyblog. If you want to go to talk to girls from the US, it's MySpace. And if you want to talk to the girls from Holland, it was Party Peeps 2002. And I was everywhere. I was everywhere, every day.
I know nothing about that.
Yeah.
Now that we're talking like about this, it reminds me of the days we had no phones. How
Listen,
did we used to do this? How did we used to communicate and see people? It was harder, but it was, oh my God, yes.
you would call like this. My phone, you had to do.
Ring, ring, and then the phone would ring. With, you know, that surprise. Let's see who is it.
And you know that I had 10 numbers. I knew the numbers of everybody in my circle. I knew all the numbers by heart. I could go
Exactly.
anywhere.
Now?
Like now, I don't even know the number of my wife.
That's what I'm like, I don't know numbers of anybody. I just know my own number and that's it. Like my brain is not even project, you know, I don't even think of that.
That's-
Like to have,
that's-
yeah, that's bad. We should know a number. Let's make it, let's make it a promise to ourselves that you're gonna know your wife's number and I'm gonna know.
Wait, let
My
me see.
son.
My wife's number is. I have no idea. Wait a minute. When I see them,
Sorry. Okay,
when I look at it, I'm like, yeah, that's her number.
I'm gonna know her number.
When I look at it, yeah. And
You know
and
the
the thing
number
is,
now?
no, I know it. I know it in Portuguese only. I can recite it in Portuguese because I use it
But not
when I go to buy stuff for my daughter or buy
Okay,
stuff for
okay.
her. I need her number to get in her discount stuff.
Account, whatever. Okay.
But so I remember
that
it
one.
usually, but I just type wife and she
It shows
appears.
up.
So it's it's back. Back in the days, the taxis. That back in the days, the taxis used to know their cities by heart. And now with GPS,
Nobody
nobody
how to
knows
go to
nothing.
the
So it
corner.
means that if we get in a world where all of a sudden there's no electricity,
It's a chaos.
it's a chaos. It's pure chaos.
My God, the
And-
other day my phone was dying and I was coming from Fort Lauderdale to Miami and I'm like, I have 6% and then all of a sudden my charger in the car wasn't working. I started to panic. I'm like, I would not get to home no time soon. So I had to stop at a gas station and buy a quick charger because I was like, if this goes dead, I don't know how to get home. And I'm like, what do I do? Follow the Miami side?
Oh, you don't even know how to get home. Cause
From
it's-
different places, I don't, because you always use GPS.
yeah, exactly. Back in the
from
days,
a place like I really don't. And I'm like, how do we used to drive before?
back in the
When there was
days, you
no
used to
GPS.
you used
Follow
to
them?
you used to go to talk to somebody if you want to meet a girl for Saturday. So you had to call before 8. 7 was great. 7 was great to call because usually it's the mom who picks up. So you would be like, oui, bonjour, je voudrais parler à Julie, s'il vous plaît. Yes, who it is? Edouard. Yes.
Oh my
And
God.
and then you cannot call every day, because if you call every day, the mom is like, "Why are you calling here every day? Who are you?" Back in the days, like
Exactly.
you had
It's
a
like an
gate,
harassment.
you had a gate, and then you had on that day. So you talk, and at a point the mom picks up on the other line and says, "Yeah, free the line." So now you have like 5 minutes to finish. No, love you, no, love you, love you, love you, no, no, love you. Hang up, no, you hang up, you hang up. So meet you Saturday 2 p.m. at the McDonald's from
And
Châtelet-Léal,
that's it.
and that's it. And
You
okay,
had to be there at 2 p.m. and
I'll wait
wait
for
for the
30
person.
minutes. I'll wait for 30 minutes. If you don't appear, I'll wait for 30 minutes, and then
That's
yeah,
it.
if you
The
don't show
person
up,
would
that's
show
it.
up. Yes, I remember that.
That and then you would just like, relationship would last longer, because when you have a fight, you don't send a text, you don't send a long text, you have to
No,
either
you
send a
have to
letter,
talk. Yeah.
either you have to talk, or you have to write a letter. The letter takes 2 days to arrive, or you have to, yeah, call at the house. And so things were slow.
And then, did you have that big brick phone?
Of course. Listen,
I
my dad
did too.
my
That
dad
was my
had
first
the,
phone. Oh my God, I was so happy when I got that thing. It was so happy.
you know that my first phone, I think every minute cost like $20.
Oh my God.
And you had to be near signs. There were signs that would tell you where there were antenna in the city, and the network would work only under those things. But my mother took it back from me, because like I had like, I used it 3 days, and she was like, "Yo, you spent like 200 euros already." I was like, "No, sorry, I just."
So give it back. You can't have it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was my first cell phone, like the big brick one. Like
The Motorola
my
one.
boyfriend. Yeah, my boyfriend gave it to me on Christmas. I was so happy. I mean, that thing was like a bottle of water, all black. It was big. I wish
There
I
was
had it. I had it now.
There was a girl at school. I remember she had one like this, but from Alcatel, I think. It was like a
Yeah,
big
that's
brick,
it.
but then
Yes.
it came with a suitcase with the battery. The battery was huge, and she would have to, yeah, plug the
Those
phone inside of the
batteries.
battery. But like, yo, listen, we come from far away, and today, look. Today, you in the club, somebody sees you, you look at them, they look at you, you don't even talk. Somehow
Already.
they go to Instagram, they look at all the photos from where they were, they find you, then they
Yes.
start sending you nude pictures.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other day I read something online on Instagram. Some girl said, and nowadays you walk down the street, the next thing you know, this guy is texting you on Instagram. Like, really? Where do you know me from? Like,
That's crazy.
it is crazy. It is. I really don't. And I learned my lesson. Friendships started on Instagram and online. I'm not really a fan of them anymore. All of those requests, I just click delete all, delete all. I'm like, man, because
The
people,
days when you had
I don't know, and I tend to attract a lot of young guys, and I do not have patience anymore. Sorry, guys. Or
MILF.
energy for that. I know. It's the MILF in me.
the days when you had to walk to the phone
The
box.
phone box. That was actually
Listen,
fun.
Elise, I had a girlfriend in '98, and she was in South America. So not only I had to walk at the phone box, but I had to walk
But
at
then-
2 a.m.
Jesus
and
Christ.
I had to bring a card. The card had like 50 francs
Oh,
in
yeah.
there, and with 50
Silver
francs I
cards.
could only speak, I don't know, like, I don't know, I could speak like
3
10
minutes?
minutes, and then at a point you just call, you buy your thing, you wait, and then you have to wait for Saturday to talk to her, and then you come and you go to the phone booth and somebody's there, and you're like, oh my God, how long? And then when the person get out the phone booth, the first thing you do is you take the phone and you do this. You remove all the all the bacterias from the person who was there before, and then you call her and you're like, hey baby, how are you? And she's like, we have to talk. What happened? It's over between us. And now you're crying in the phone crying in the phone booth. writing your future songs. And it's and yeah, everything changed so much because technology just transformed the world.
Yes.
It completely transformed the world. Time is
It's a
something we
good
have.
thing, but it can also be a bad
Time
thing.
is not something
you
we
know?
have. Time is something we make. Yeah, it's up to you to do the best of it, you know? Back in time when we were more intelligent than machines, and now we are lazy and more stupid than before. The future of the humankind is dark.
Yes.
Master Electronic, you have to be a little more optimistic. You need a massage. That made dating very interesting back in the days. I was good remembering phone numbers back in the days, and now maybe 2 or 3. That's it. Listen, me as well. Like back in the days,
Not anymore.
and when we were trying to go to Holland to the club, listen, with maps, how many times we lost ourselves trying to go from Brussels to Beck to find Club Mondial. You have no idea. Hey,
But it was
Heather.
fun.
It was.
It was a lot of fun.
The banana Nokia.
Yeah, the Nokia. Yeah.
The word douche is from the Antilles. It means baby, honey, something like that. Yeah, douche is from like the Dutch Antilles. And yeah. I remember. I was talking to this girl. She was called Douchey something.
Douchey.
She's in Curacao now. She's a tattoo artist now. And I know everything. I know all my network. I still So I'm married now. So I just supervise my old network.
The old network, exactly.
The international calling card. Oh my God! Listen.
The international, yeah.
And after that, I had a girl in Brussels, and same thing. But at least we were on 1 hour difference. But same thing. Everything was done by calling and going to the thing. And then one day my mom told me that the phone company, they created a phone where you could put calling cards in the phone, but in your house. So I had a little phone where you could put your calling card that you pay, and then you can use it from home.
And then call from there. Oh, okay.
And that's how I started using internet, probably in 94. And then I would plug my phone to the internet, plug my card. I would buy a card of 100 francs, and that would last 2-3 days, and then I would be like, and
I
go
was a
online.
Portugal baby. Portugal is more like, as cabines telefónicas.
Yeah. Cabines
I
telefónicas.
don't even know how to say cabines in English because I've never even saw a booth. Calling booth?
Phone booth,
Maybe?
calling booth.
Phone booth? Yeah, that's it.
Last
Yeah.
time I saw one was when I was in New York, but that was years ago. And then I remember coming back to the US, and they had everybody had cell phones that you could call unlimited in New York, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You can call anytime. Yeah. You just have to pay when you receive a call, but you can call, and you can there was times between 7 p.m. till the morning where the
That you
phone
could
the
call
calling was
unlimited.
free.
Yes, I remember that time too. Yeah.
When they started this in France, the whole world went crazy. People would call from 8 p.m. till 6 a.m.
That's
just
it.
because it was free. But some people, they would call from 6 p.m. from 8 p.m. till 6 a.m. They would be like, oh, at 8 p.m. I have to be on the phone until the morning. And I was like, yeah, it's free. You don't care. No, they were, no. They might take it away from me. So I want, and now look, now everybody's on WhatsApp and they talk when we met 9 years ago, I
There
think
was no
WhatsApp was
WhatsApp
not.
back then.
No, WhatsApp was just starting. It was like more like it was an app. I forgot the name. There was an app that everybody used to call. It was called Viber.
Who told me? You know who told me Viber? Yeah, who told me about WhatsApp was when I started dating Ravitson. He was in France, not in France, in Luxembourg, and I was in US. So he said, "Do you have WhatsApp?" I'm like, "What is that?" He's like, "It's an app that we
It
can
was
talk."
big in Europe first, yeah.
Yes, it was big, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So he gave me, and I downloaded. That's how my WhatsApp started with him, and then from that it evolved. But yeah, I remember when I was heartbroken when we had that conversation in Amsterdam.
Well, I was heartbroken as well, so.
Yeah, we were both heartbroken. Yeah, you were because of we talked, and I still remember the plates, that picture. Remember that?
I do.
The picture of the plate that you posted.
I remember.
Trouble that picture caused.
I like causing trouble, even when I'm innocent.
No, but it was not even. You like causing trouble, especially when there's no trouble to be caused.
I mean, I don't like.
That was
It's
too
just,
funny.
it's just guys are scared of me. I don't know why.
Just
There's
guys.
no reason.
Yeah,
Listen.
yeah.
So there's 400 people watching us.
There are 400 people?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. I didn't know that. I thought it was just almost me and you.
Yeah, because you see the people in the chat. You see the 25 people in the chat, but there's a bunch of people who are just watching silently. I can see the stats here. So
okay. Hi,
all
silent people.
all the exes, all her exes who
They
are
all in
watching.
here?
Hi.
Kisses to all of you. Guess what?
Or if-
I read something the other day that if you've been my ex for over 7 years, you never really touched me because the body regenerates itself. So if it's been 7 years, you never touched none of my cells. So my exes, you never touched me.
Fuck, it's too late for me to go retouch a bunch of people. I have to, you make me think that.
Yeah, they
But
say
you know-
after 7 years, you have to go retouch because you did not touch a cell on that body.
like you
Because
go
you
every-
know how we always, yes. Yeah, you got to touch again.
I
I
have.
really have that many exes though, but yeah.
Me neither. Just 7. But it comes to this point where when you are over a certain age and you've been dating for more than 20 years,
Yes.
you are starting to not even remember some people. Like
True.
me, I have like some people and I'm like, sometimes I look at photos or I see people on Instagram and I'm like, I know that these people for long, but I'm like, wait,
Who are they?
no, I know who they are, but I'm like, did we? And some people I don't remember. Some
You don't
people have a
remember?
doubt. Some people have doubt. I'm like, did we?
No, I was less, less,
Listen,
I mean, I know it. Yeah.
You were less active.
Maybe
You have your. One day I met a girl in the street, and she's like, "Hey, Kay, how are you?" And I'm like, "Hey." I was not sure who it was, and she was like, "You remember me, right?" I was like, "Yeah, your face is familiar."
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, you dated my sister," and I'm like, "Did I? You don't remember my sister?" I'm like, "I'm not sure." And she's like, "Yeah, her name is this, that," and I'm like, yeah, okay. And she's like, no, it's not. And now she calls the sister. And the sister is like, so you don't remember me? I'm like, no, I'm sorry. It's not like I don't remember. But I was like, no, listen. Did my sister show you a picture? So the sister shows me a picture. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I really don't remember you. And she's like, you did this. We went to the movies. Then you took me to the studio. And then
like,
we did that after the studio at 3 a.m. in your house there, and this place, this. I'm like, yeah, sounds like my MO, but I'm sorry.
But
And
you
she's like,
did.
you were inside of me, you motherfucker. And worst part, you remember the club called BBC in Portugal?
BBC?
Belém Bar Café. That was
Where?
in Belém. In Belém. Now it's the Sud. You know Sud Lisboa?
Yeah.
Okay, so before that, it was a big club called BBC. And
Okay,
we
I
used
know
to
that.
go, all of us, all the time. Me, Nelson Freitas, Valdo, like me, Carmen, like all of us. We used to go as a group. We take two tables, and then we all there chill. And I remember one of us, I will not say the name, but one of us start talking to this girl, like, but he start talking smooth to the girl, like yo, da 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 da, I really like you, da 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 da. You have to give me your number. We have to meet each other. What are you doing after? And the girl look at the guy, and he's like, yo, you have my number, and he's like, we do, and she's like, we fucked before, and we laughed so much, we laughed forever. He didn't even remember that, and I was like, yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
was like,
crazy.
that's you. That's too much. That's when you abuse. You start
You
forgetting
you know you
people.
you know you're getting old when something like that happens.
You
Absolutely.
liked international relationship. I was just a guy traveling. When you travel a
Yeah,
lot,
you
like
travel a lot.
you have
Yeah.
you have a broader, you know. So you
Scoop.
after all this experience, do you prefer long distance or
Me?
same country? Yes, you.
Me? Hmm. Oh Lord. Well, long distance, it's always hard. And all the experiences I had, we had good times, but they end up, kind of like fading away because of the challenges of long distance. So if I were to choose, I would definitely choose someone in the same country and in the same city and things like that. Yeah, and then we can just travel the world together or whatever. But yeah, because long distance, like my first relationship, long distance that I had, it actually got ruined because of a one night stand thing that the guy had with this other ex girl. And they never stayed together. They ended up having a kid or whatever. They never stayed together, and we were good together. But just because I wasn't there all the time, and not saying that it
Yeah,
wasn't my fault, but that's just the way it was. I guess he just, it was easier for him to
you
just
had it bad.
slide. And
Yeah.
with that came a major, life situation thing. And because of that, we really, we could have been together, I guess, or not. But so
Yeah.
that was a bad experience with the long distance. After that, I went long distance again. Yeah, didn't learn my lesson. Girl, learn.
She never listens to me.
I know. But I didn't. I went long distance again, and that's hard. That was hard again because you don't. Um, Long distance relationships, I think they have to be when both of you are very, very
Busy.
thorough, very easy, very, this is what, know what they want. Because I think the
Yeah.
problem with people cheating, it's because they don't know what they want. So they want everything, and until you realize that you cannot have everything, you're gonna keep looking for everything, and that doesn't exist, because sooner or later it's gonna go south. So if there's two people that know exactly what they want, so I want you, you want me, and then we're gonna be in this relationship no matter where we are in the world and make it work. Yeah, they can make it work. It's hard, but it's possible.
Yeah.
Very possible. But one of the person in the relationship, one of the individual in the relationship is confused about what he or she wants, then
It's over.
it's over, because
Yeah, yeah.
it's never gonna work out. Because not every situation is permanent, or nothing is actually permanent, as we know today. So what is a long distance relationship today, it can actually become something else tomorrow. But maybe you
True.
have to go to 2 3 months or a period of time where it's long distance until you both get to the next step. So, but like I said, you need to know what do you want. If you don't know what you want, it's not gonna work.
I believe that
Bottom
long
line.
distance relationships is there's a lot of illusion. I think a long
True.
distance relationship works if you've been together for a long time already, and then for whatever reason, for work, for something, you have to stay long distance for 6 months, 1 year, whatever, for a time. But you
Yes.
already are,
That's it's
uh,
easier that way.
you are already a unit. Because when you start a relationship long distance, then the relationship is actually built on a lot of fantasy, because
True.
there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of I will do this when we meet, da 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 da, oh can't wait, can't wait, can't wait, counting the days, oh my god, 96 days
You live
left,
in the
blah 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 blah.
future and not in the present.
And you live in a thing, so when you see each other, you believe that you've loved you love each other more than like something. It's just that you didn't see each other for 2 months and you've been building these things. So of course when you see each other, you're gonna eat each other for 2-3 days, and then the person is gone already, so you don't really know the person. And whenever you spend more than 3 days with the person, that's when you realize that the person is trash as fuck. And then you leave again, and then the person is full of sorry, and then you might get stuck in a thing where you stay somewhere for a year, 2 years, 3 years, when actually in reality you actually been with the person in the
Like
same
6
place
months.
maybe
3 months.
not even, sometimes 20-30 days. If you take
In the
all the days
whole
together,
in
maybe
the
like,
whole
yeah,
year. Exactly.
you've
Been
been
there,
okay,
done that.
90 days together in 3 years, and
Yeah.
half of these days were horrible, and then the rest is just you making up things because
Imagination.
it is
Yeah.
imagination. And then you look back sometime and you're like, I wasted a lot of time.
Yeah.
And then you look at all the
Guilty.
dimes that you were like, no, I can't, I'm
Guilty. Go
taking.
ahead, arrest me. I'm guilty.
She never listens to me.
I didn't. That's why you got good friends to tell you the things we don't listen, but they still there. So that's
Nadia
a good
agrees.
friend. Yes, that's true. Yeah, I agree with that too. So yeah, relationship, long distance relationship, maybe for a little bit, but then after that, you need to get.
You have to take a decision after a point.
Yeah,
Because
either you're gonna be in a relationship or you're just
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be apart because it doesn't
yeah.
hold for too long. You're right. Yeah, it
But
doesn't.
again, every mileage will vary. Some people handle it very well. Some people prefer it this way because they busy and they don't want somebody, like I started my relationship with the mother of my kid long distance actually, but it was like 1 hour train. It was Paris, Brussels, but we at a point, after the kid was born, I went to live there, but I would spend half of my days in Paris, so I don't even know if we ever lived like a whole year together. I think the first time I think 10 years ago was the first time I really lived with somebody for 3 years, and then now it's been 7 years now, 6 years or 7, I don't remember. Just time is just now I live with somebody and family thing is different, but yeah, been there,
No, family.
done that too, long
I must
distance.
say that being there, done that long distance. Yeah, I know. When you I've done both, and I've been married too, so I can say that when you actually the years that it worked for me, it actually worked, and I was actually happy. And when it works, and it's
Yeah.
worth it every single minute of your time and dedication to the other person. And I do, why now, see, when you're single, you have freedom to do whatever you want. But once you older,
I don't remember
and you
that
realize
taste.
that it's so
I don't
much
remember
better
that
when you
taste.
share with someone.
Single.
I know the single life. Yeah, I remember that too. But when
don't.
you are actually,
I don't. It's over for me.
It is over. You done, boy. You are good. But anyways, yes, I was there. Remember in the wedding, so I saw you saying yes and
True.
crying, all of that stuff. So
True. You know,
true.
so a
Oh
lot
my
of
God, it
people
was so.
after my wedding.
Your wedding was just beautiful. Like it
Thank
made
you.
me cry. Like it
I'm
was
the
very
ultimate
beautiful.
romantic. I think
Yeah.
after my wedding, half of my
When I
guests,
do it again, that's how I want to do it.
half 10,000 roses. After my wedding,
Beautiful.
half of my guests were like, "That was so amazing! Like, yo, you're so romantic."
Everybody was crying.
And the other half was like, "I want a guy like you. I want you. I just got married. I want you."
Jesus Christ, girls, come on, give it up
And
already.
half of the male guests, half of the male guests were like, "Who was the girl in yellow?"
I don't know. I never saw it before. Oh my
Some
God, the
uncles, you
girl in
know,
yellow.
some Congolese uncles, they were like,
They wanted the girl in yellow, right?
who was the girl in yellow? I was like, oh, it's a friend of mine, RLynda. What does she do? Where does she lives? Where can I find her? Do something. Bring her to me. My nephew was like, yo, it's like, you
I was
guys
so
are crazy.
stupid that day. Oh my God, I regret. That day I should have had stayed at your wedding, but I left. Anyways, things that girls do when they just, yeah, whatever. Past that. But
Whatever.
whatever, yeah. But anyways, talking about being single and being with someone, there's nothing like being with someone that you love and loves you, and you guys share a life and share things is way better than being single. Way better.
I like both.
Yeah.
I like both.
Nah,
Like,
I mean the single life it's alright and shit, but there's nothing like sharing some. I mean,
it,
because we are made to be together with someone to
it depends the
share
type of person you
experience.
are. I'm a
Maybe.
me. I'm a lonesome cowboy. I like to have my space. I like to be
Me
alone
too.
actually. I
Mm-hmm.
like to be alone in my space, do my thing, like because most of the time people like me who love to work, who love to be on in front of his
Yeah,
screen
you
working,
gotta have your
sometimes
own
like
space.
the
Yeah.
other person is like, yeah, but like you always editing videos, you always live, you always this. I'm like, yeah, that's me. That's what I do. That's like that's the person you met. And but at the same time, I also love. I would say when I decided to build a family, I actually love every part of it. I'm not like I'm never like, oh, spending time with my kid, like I hate it. No, I love it.
Yeah, of
But
course.
I can really be both. So
Mm-hmm.
and when you need some me time, yeah, you just travel. You know, just go to Congo, go
Yeah,
to Miami, go chill. So it just
exactly.
depends.
That's basically, yeah. Yeah.
You can't be in a long distance relationship and act as if you're single. That's where the problem starts. That is true.
Yeah, that's true. That's when you don't want what you want. You don't know what you want. You still dibbling everywhere and thinking that, you need to know either you are in a relationship or you're not.
Indeed.
Indeed, that's where the big mistakes come.
Telling
That's
you.
why my ex be like, no, it's still something about you until this day. I'm like, yeah, but it's been 5 years now.
This is
So
something about you.
I don't know. Of course, there's something about me. It was always something about me. That's why you came across my life anyway. But you decided to go. He was
So
young. Poor.
your exes from 20 years ago, they must look at you today and they're like, damn. Because you don't
Nah,
know, like
yeah. I would
when you
say
date
that my
somebody
ex.
at 20, you have no
Yeah,
idea how they're gonna be at 40 something. And then they
exactly.
look at you and they're like,
Damn it.
damn, like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to, I could still be with my exes from 20 years ago. But life changed, people change.
She's
So, we
bragging.
revisit that. But I was like, no, baby, we different people now. I'm gonna always love you, but go on with your
It's
life,
all
and I'll stay with
love. Peace.
it's all love. But yeah, no, yeah,
On this note and on this dedication to her exes, It's been a pleasure to spend this time interviewing you. I hope
Oh,
I'm
thank
not.
you.
I hope I'm not a bad host, and
No,
that
you have awesome hosts. You ask all the good
after
questions.
singing, after singing, I already know what I'm gonna do. As you can see,
Yes.
I can't wait to see you again. I miss you as my friend.
miss you
It's
too,
been
yes.
forever. Like you know, our monthly dinners at Guilty.
They
Like,
stopped what in February?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a
So
whole
last
year
year
now.
in
Yeah,
February.
it's gonna be a whole
Yeah.
year. So I can't wait for the situation to get better, hopefully, and so that we can go and chill in Miami or in Lisbon.
Or in
And
Lisbon, yes, that's right.
and congratulations on this new song that we did together.
Oh, thank you. Congratulations. It's dope. Thank you so much for inviting me. I've been waiting for that for a minute.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to be ready, and
Yeah,
to have the
I
right
know, I know.
song
I
as well.
wasn't
We
ready.
needed to have
You're
the
right.
right
I was
song.
not ready before. Huh?
We needed the right song as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes you like at a point I had my instrumental. We were talking about something, and I was like, "Up, I got the song. When are you coming? We're going to the studio." We went to the studio. We did it like pop pop. And actually,
That's right.
I had the song with your vocals for 6 months without putting nothing in there. And one day I just took it, just wrote my part, sent it to Baby Bang in Holland. He put his part, and then boom, send it to you. And then you were
Damn.
sending me videos of you dancing in your car in Miami. I was like, all right, we got a hit. So
That's it.
everybody, make sure you go follow Bisou, Kelina. We are leaving as well. Make sure you go listen to the song on Spotify or on the other platform. Make sure you follow. I'm gonna put the link in the description. Make sure you go follow
Yes.
if she accepts you, RLynda, on Instagram. Make sure you go check out her RLynda Couture brand, which is also something that is she has a lot of talent.
you.
So go check it out on Instagram as well. And we're gonna leave you with first this.
Oh my God.
Yo!
That is so fun.
Oh my god! And now we're gonna
Now we're going to leave you with
leave
this.
you
24 years
listening
later.
to our banger, our new banger. It's called Soledad. Kaysha, Baby Bang, RLynda, Sammy Sam Beats. Everybody in the
Yes.
chat, put some hearts for RLynda if you enjoyed that conversation. And we'll be back soon. We have more songs to do together. We have more stuff to do together. Again, everybody, I want to see hearts for RLynda. I also want to see hearts and happy birthday for Lily, who is
Yes.
celebrating her birthday.
Happy birthday, Lily.
Lily, I can't wait for us to record our song. We are coming. It's gonna be nice. You
It's
guys
coming,
get
right?
ready.
That's right.
RLynda, thank you so
I love
much.
spending this little bit with you. Hopefully, we'll come back soon and do some more. Talk a little
Yay.
bit more. Bye. Good night.
Ciao.
It's about to get freaky. Let's get 'em.
The girls that hover on me, they usually hit the girl like you. Big booty wild like a tree, tight ass jean, what's your name, mommy? Just come to see me in the VIP, I can buy you a drink. Your party starts right now, bring your girls from around, all the drinks on me. Be my girl, be my ride or die, it's not about the money. Cause you a real one, you a real diamond, all I wanna buy me.
Cuando quieres y no tienes, mi boom boom viene soledad. Cuando quieres y no tienes, mi boom boom viene soledad. Vai, 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 vai.
handsome, your pussy tight. Let me try it one night, then we done. Oh, roof, roof, when I ride over your poom poom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Shorty wanna flex with the stugger one. We not sip champagne, now we sip rum. My ex bitch had some big buns, so my new chick got bigger ones. With my main one jam, I got a side piece with a deep neck, like wild geese. She vegetarian, I feed her raw meat. Still spending old money, call it dry cheese. Shorty want a big money spender, so she put my name in her agenda. True, she wanna have my baby, call her Brenda. I give her mind, bone talk, no surrender.
Cuando quieres y no tienes, mi boom boom viene soledad. Cuando quieres y no tienes, mi boom boom viene soledad. Vai, 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 vai. Vai, 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 vai. Cuando quieres y no tienes, mi boom boom viene soledad. Cuando quieres y no tienes, mi boom boom viene soledad.
Here we go.
Vai, 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 vai. Vai, 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 vai.
Back it up. Drum play. Ladies. One, two, three.
Cuando quieres y no tienes, mi boom boom viene soledad.